It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we've got the latest chapter of a historic rivalry. It's the football team and the Eagles, and it comes your way next on Madden NFL 22.
Just north of the Delaware Expressway and east of Broad Street, we find ourselves at Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Washington football team and the Philadelphia Eagles.
Let's go.
They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well, this defense for the Eagles, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Looking to throw. Gomes. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback. On 1st and 10, Winslow. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big play that time through the air. 36 yards. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Winslow. And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. 1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. The defensive line made pretty easy work of the offensive line that time.
And people get tired of the cliche that the battle is won in the trenches. But it's a cliche because it's true. And how about the battle right there? One on the edge. And the ball carrier did not benefit.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Throwing on 1st down. Gomes. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. The numbers for him from a week ago. 5 catches, 57 yards.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch defensively. We are deep enough into the season where numbers count. This is the #1 rated defense in the NFL. He'll have a tough time.
On second down, a run with Gibson. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. The defense right. To the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field. Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. Now a play fake here on first down. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there? Toe tap. You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch. They go play action here on first down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free. Again, he'll drop to throw. That swung out wide to Sanders. Touchdown! Miles Sanders, his fourth touchdown on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Now whistles, and we've got a man down. A man down here following the kickoff. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for. Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum? And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving. On first down, Gomes. And his throw is going to be incomplete. A lot of times it's that. First read that you have, maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he's going to drop this one down to Gibson. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Looking to throw. Gomes. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring up 4th down. Back to throw. Gomes. Got him in. It's Brown. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. So a little extra on top of the big play there.
It's tough for guys rushing the passer, but you have to know when the ball is gone. And if you listen, officials will tell you ball's gone. He didn't pull up.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Gibson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And Washington has tied the ball game with the extra point still to come. Parkey adds the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Off-play action. Winslow. He finds his man complete. That's Flowers. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Off the play fake. Winslow. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And finally out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4. A big play there for Philly. From the gun, Winslow steps away to his left. And this is going to be intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd. handoff for Gibson.
And not much there at all, as he'll get this only up to about the 11. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
Shotgun handoff to Gibson.
Able to power through. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate. He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Off play action. Winslow looking here for Smith downfield. And that is caught one-handed. Oh my, he pulled it in. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. Back to throw again. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Chase Young able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down.
Partner, you know what I'm going to say before I even say it.
Yeah, you just cannot take a sack in that spot.
You're exactly right. You can't take a sack in that spot. Potentially now, a 3-point swing right there.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this 3rd quarter. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Off the play fake. Winslow. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Looking to throw. Winslow airing it out deep for Smith. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Winslow. Gets it off to Freeman. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big connection on that one. 31 yards.
And that one hurts defensively. They force them into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3-and-out. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sanders. And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good gain. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And some space here. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Hey, baby, this ain't good enough.
That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Off play action. Winslow. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Gomes. And he's got his big tight end here. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Looking to throw. Gomes. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th. And Parkey's kick is good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either way.
Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And this one is incomplete. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. If they want a 1st, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Winslow. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
Can't do that.
Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Winslow. And that one going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Looking to throw. Gomes. That's into the hands of his tight end, Bates. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. Before they can snap it, time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And he will have the 1st down here as he's up to the 15. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell them to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. And down he'll go at the 25. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge. These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 54 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Back to throw. Gomes. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Gibson here running out of the gun. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Only able to gain a couple there. And they're going to have a 3rd down. Looking to throw. Gomes. And they'll get him down short of 1st down, right on the 10-yard line. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
On 4th down, Gomes. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And the Eagles are right back in this football game. And my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
First down now, but the clock continues to move. Back to throw. Into the hands of Sanders. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. He'll look to throw. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. The Eagles hustling to the line, clock rolling. They'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Sanders. And he's got room. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are in the field?
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Back to throw. And that will be incomplete. So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, but bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked them a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Washington about to close this one out as they are down to a knee. Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a